So my topic is on the war in Afghanistan, and the war started after the September 11th attacks when former President George W. Bush targeted Osama bin Laden, who was the leader of the terrorist group Al-Qaeda, and he joined with the British Air Forces and he began airstrikes on October 7th, 2001, which is when the war officially started. And then 13 years later, on May 27, 2014, Obama gave a speech at West Point and he stated that we are ending our forces in Afghanistan and the war will end in December 2014. And he stated that he will transition security forces, security responsibilities to Afghanistan, and he's going to draw down our troops in Afghanistan. So by the end of 2014, there's going to be about 10,000 troops in Afghanistan, and by the end of 2015, there's going to be about 5,500, and there's going to be no troops left by the end of 2016. And his objectives with this withdrawal of troops was to disrupt threats, give the Afghan communities a chance to succeed, and support security forces. And to pursue these, he said he was going to end combat mission, and the troops in Afghanistan will be seen as an advisory role, and they are going to train Afghan forces and support counterterrorism operations. And there's some controversy surrounding Obama's decision to withdraw these troops. One side of the argument believes that we should keep our troops there much longer than 2016 because Taliban attacks have already increased in the beginning of 2015, and people believe it will mimic what happened with the war in Iran, and it will just become chaos, and that Afghanistan will be a host country for a reinvigorated Taliban, and that these terrorist groups will become stronger if we leave. And they believe that the troops should stay there to advise and support Afghan forces and fight with them against these terrorist groups. And they also think that the Democratic Party will have a bad reputation because they will be seen as a party that has lost Afghanistan. And then the other side of the argument states that we should have ended our forces there a long time ago because this war has not been worth the cost, the money that has been spent, and all the lives that have been lost. There have been, according to the NY Post, 2,300 American soldiers have been killed and 17,000 have been injured, along with tens of thousands of Afghan civilians that have also been killed. And they believe that the military has been stretched too thin because some of these men and women have been serving for a long time, and that this is just a bloody conflict that has no point to it as of right now. Congressman Ron Paul states that we just marched in, we can just march out.
Note says all of the troops need to come home, and we should have never gone to war with Afghanistan to begin with. But many critics, like Senator John McCain, are convinced the job isn't done.
American troops.
It's a good thing that most of the troops have come out and the wars have shut down, but then we need to just bring troops home from all over the world.
We didn't win anything. We lost 2,200 people and $1 trillion, which, can we really afford that?
Okay, so I chose this video because it kind of shows what the average person living in this country thinks about the war, and he's not just some powerful leader in the United States. But besides all this controversy surrounding this decision to withdraw troops, we have accomplished a lot of things in Afghanistan. We have struck blows against Al-Qaeda, eliminated Osama bin Laden, prevented Afghanistan become used as a base to launch terrorist attacks. We have supported Afghan people with their new democracy, and we have helped train security forces and reclaim communities in Afghanistan. And Obama states we should be proud of what we have accomplished there.